What if the most treacherous man in the Spartacus story never died? What if instead of falling during the slave rebellion, he survived and rose to power? In this alternate history of the Spartacus universe, the man who was once mocked as a coward becomes one of the most dangerous men in Rome. This is the story of Ashur, a former slave who turns betrayal into power and blood into opportunity. The story begins shortly after the fall of the legendary rebel Spartacus. Rome has crushed the slave rebellion, leaving thousands dead across the land. Among the survivors is Ashur, once a slave and gladiator. Ashur survived not because he was the strongest, but because he was the smartest. He betrayed Spartacus, sided with Rome, and that betrayal changed his fate forever. Instead of execution, the powerful Roman general Marcus Licinius Crassus rewards him. Ashur is given something unimaginable for a former slave: power. He's granted ownership of the legendary gladiator skull that once belonged to Gladiatrix, the house of Gladiator. But power in Rome is never given freely. It must be defended with blood. Now standing where masters once stood, Ashur declares himself the new dominus of the gladiator house. But the people of Capua do not respect him. To them, Ashur is still just a former slave, a coward who survived through betrayal. Other gladiator masters laugh at him, Roman elites mock him, and the arena crowds refuse to cheer for his fighters. To prove himself, Ashur organizes new gladiator games. He sends his best fighter into the arena, hoping to impress the crowd, but the plan backfires. His champion is brutally killed by a rival house's gladiator. The arena erupts in laughter. Ashur is humiliated, but humiliation only fuels his ambition, because Ashur understands something others do not. Power in Rome is not won with honor, it is won with manipulation. While searching for new fighters, Ashur discovers something unusual: a fierce Nubian slave woman with extraordinary fighting ability. Her name is Achillia. Unlike most slaves, she does not beg for mercy. She fights like a storm. Ashur immediately sees opportunity. If Rome loves spectacle, he will give them something they have never seen before: a female gladiator. At first, the idea is mocked. Women are not supposed to fight in the arena, but Ashur doesn't care about tradition. He cares about attention, and attention means power. So he trains Achillia harder than any gladiator in the house. Day after day, brutal training pushes her to the limit. Soon, she becomes one of the deadliest fighters in Capua. The day of the Grand Games arrives. The arena is filled with Roman nobles, gamblers, and bloodthirsty spectators. Ashur reveals his secret weapon. Achillia steps into the arena. At first, the crowd laughs. A woman fighting gladiators, but the laughter quickly turns to silence, because Achillia fights like a warrior possessed. Her opponent charges. Within seconds, she disarms him. The crowd gasps, and with one final strike, she kills him. The arena explodes in shock and excitement. Ashur has done it. Capua finally notices him. His gladiator house begins to gain popularity, but with fame comes danger, because powerful enemies are watching. As Ashur's influence grows, Roman elites begin to feel threatened. Some nobles see him as an insult to Roman tradition. Others simply want his wealth and power. Behind closed doors, conspiracies begin. Assassination attempts, political manipulation, bribes and betrayals. But Ashur is always one step ahead. He spreads lies between his enemies, turning them against each other. One rival gladiator master suddenly finds himself accused of treason. Another loses political protection. Ashur never swings a sword himself, but his enemies fall one by one, not in the arena, but in the court.